The old lighthouse keeper, Silas, squinted at the churning grey sea. He'd seen 1,000 storms lash against the craggy cliffs, but this one felt different. It felt personal. The wind howled a mournful song, mirroring the ache in his own heart. 50 years he'd spent tending the lamp, a solitary sentinel against the encroaching darkness. 50 years since Alara, his wife, had been swallowed by a rogue wave, just off these very rocks. He remembered her laughter, bright as the summer sun, a stark contrast to the perpetual gloom of the lighthouse. He remembered her touch, gentle as the sea breeze on a calm day. He kept a single, faded seashell on his warm wooden desk, the last thing he'd found of her, clutched in his trembling hands after the storm had passed. Every night, he meticulously polished the lens, the rhythmic motion a comfort in his solitude. He'd tell Alara stories as he worked, tales of the ships he'd guided safely to shore, tales of the stars that mirrored the love in his eyes. Now, the only listener was the wind, a cruel and uncaring audience. The storm raged on, the waves crashing against the lighthouse with a ferocity that mirrored the storm within him. He'd often wondered if she was still out there, somewhere in the vast, unforgiving ocean. Did she ever feel the cold? Did she ever miss him? He looked out at the raging sea, his old eyes brimming with unshed tears. The lamp, his faithful companion for half a century, cast a lonely beam into the tempestuous night. Silas knew, with a certainty that chilled him to the bone, that he would never see her again. He was alone, a solitary figure on a lonely rock, his heart a lighthouse forever shrouded in the darkness of grief. And as the storm finally began to subside, a single tear traced a path down his weathered cheek, lost in the salty spray of the dawn.